සරසරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
රටවල් 20ක් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ ඇතුළත අභිබවලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ පාපන්දු ශේෂ්ත්‍රය අපිට විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක්. තව මෙතනත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ආසියාවේ හොඳම කණ්ඩායම බවට පත් වෙන්න අපි උත්සාහ දරමින් ඉන්නවා.
අපි දිනමු ජය ගමන පෙරට අපි දිනමු
ක්‍රීඩකයන් අතර පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාව ජනප්‍රිය කරන්න අපි විශාල උත්සාහයක් ගනිමින් ඉන්නවා.
සරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
අපිට මේ අවුරුද්දේ අපි උත්සාහ ගන්න ඊළඟට අපිට එන දකුණු ආසියානු පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ කුසලානය දිනා ගන්න අපි තරඟ කරන්න තමයි අපි සැලසුම් කරන්නේ. අවුරුදු 31කට පස්සේ අපි මේ උත්සාහය ගන්න. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 31කින් කුසලානය ජයග්‍රහණය කළා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩසටහන් ගණනාවක් හදලා තියෙනවා.
දිනමු බන්දු පාපන්දු දිනමු 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 නැත වේග නැත වාද රට දිනන තැනට හැමදේම
finds a pass. Here's an opportunity. What a shot! And Leon Barrera racks the deadlock for the home side in what was an absolutely beautiful move for Sri Lanka. Sam Duran down his left flank, running into space, squares it, and what an assist! Oh, what a play!
Went through the first 40. Silva making a break in the corner, drives it in the middle,
And that's the first goal. It's Raja Mohan.
The 2-goal cushion will really put Chinese Taipei out of this tie.
And once again now, De Silva, as we mentioned about that 2-goal cushion. Here's Swazik driving that in. That's the third goal for Sri Lanka. From range, and that's been the kind of day, but Kellogg makes no mistake to give for Sri Lanka.
fires a shot, and that's the first goal.
You are our family and we are your family. This family together, we need to take this game forward that the country went through in 2022 in terms of economy, in terms of business, education, Aragalaya. Then again, we went through a suspension period. So lots of hardship. But one thing we had in common was we were together. Whatever the differences we had in the past or in football, when it come to football, when it come to federation, when it come to governance, we all of us were united together. We fought against the suspension. We fought against the interference. We fought against political involvements, but all 67 we were together. This unity is something that makes us different from all other sports. We have 78 sports, I think, in the country registered, but we are so much of different. We are different from other sports because when it comes to important matters, national matters, government matters, we are together. This is the only way our game, our country's football can go forward. Sometimes we'll have differences, sometimes we'll have opinions, sometimes we'll have elections. It doesn't matter. We can have our own opinion. You can choose whoever you want. That's different. But when we are together, if you want to protect our game, if you want to take our game, we are one family.
ස්ට්‍රේන් වල මෙම පුහුණු පාඨමාලාවේ ප්‍රධාන උපදේශක විදියට කටයුතු කරනවා. ඉතින් මේ පාඨමාලාවේ ගොඩක් අපි කතා කරන්නේ ටෙක්නිකල් ටැක්ටිකල් සම්බන්ධව දේවල්, විශේෂයෙන්ම ග්‍රාස් රූට් වයසේ ළමයටත් යූත් ළමයටත් අපි මොනවද අපි පුහුණුවීම් වලදී ලබා දෙන්න ඕන කියලා. ඉතින් මේක මම විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ කෝස් එක පටන් ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා ලංකාවට හඳුන්වා දෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා කල්පනා කරේ. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ පාපන්දු ඇකඩමි දැන් ගොඩක් බිහි වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම පාසලට, ඒ වගේම සමාජගත කරන්න. එතකොට මේ ඇකඩමි වල ඉන්න කෝචස්ලා ඒගොල්ලෝ හරහා තමයි මේ දැනුම ග්‍රාස් රූට් ළමයට යන්නේ. විශාල සංඛ්‍යාවක් ඇකඩමි වල පුහුණුවීම් ලබනවා. නමුත් මම හිතනවා මේ කෝචස්ලාට මේ නොලෙජ් එක යන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා මේ පාඨමාලාව ඔබ හදාරනවා කියන්නේ පුහුණුකරුවෙක් විදිහට රටේ අනාගතේ මීට වැඩිය හොඳ තැනකට අපේ රටේ ක්‍රීඩකයන්ව ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන්. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
මම හර්ෂිනී මදුෂානි ගම්පහ තක්ෂිලා විද්‍යාලයෙන්. ඇත්තට මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩාක් අත්දැකීම් ගත්තා. අපි බොහොම පිරිසක් මේත් එක්ක එකතු වුණා. සියලුම දෙනා මම හිතනවා ගොඩාක් පාපන්දු හැකියාව කුසලතා වර්ධනය කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා A to Z කියලා දෙනවා. ඒක ඇත්තටම වටිනවා. සීලයිසන් කෝස් එක එහා ගිහිල්ලා මේ ප්‍රායෝගික ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් පුහුණුවීම් ගොඩාක් අපිට ලැබලා දුන්නා. ඒ තුලින් මම හිතනවා රටේ අනාගතයට මේක හරියට ක්‍රියාවට නැන්නුවොත් රටේ අනාගතේ හොඳ පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩකයන් බිහි කරීමේ හැකියාව අපි සියලු දෙනාටම තියෙනවා. සියලු දෙනාටම මම ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ පුහුණුවීම්ගේ වලින් ගන්න පුළුවන් උපරිම ප්‍රතිඵල අරගෙන රටේ අනාගත දක්ෂ පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩකයන් බිහි කරමු කියලා.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் டிலக்ஷன் நொதர்ன் பிரவின்ஸ் மன்னார்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்கிறேன். கிராஸ் ரூட் கோச்சிங் கோர்ஸுக்கு வந்திருக்கிறேன். இது உண்மையிலே ஒரு பிரியோசனமான பயனுள்ள ஒரு கோர்ஸ். ஸ்கூல் கோச்சர்ஸ், பிடி டீச்சர்ஸ், ஃபுட்பாலில் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கிற எல்லாருமே கட்டாயம் இந்த கோர்ஸஸை நீங்கள் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். லாங்குவேஜ் பிரச்சனை இங்கே இல்லை. கட்டாயம் இந்த கோர்ஸை நீங்கள் எல்லோரும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்கள். இது ஒரு வெளிவான கோர்ஸ். இதற்கால ஒரு ஃபியூச்சர் உங்களை ஃபுட்பாலில் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கிறவங்களை வளர்க்குறதுக்கு ஒரு பிரியோசனமான கோர்ஸாக அமையும்.
Hi, my name is Reginald Eroshin. I love this game because this is something that everyone should love in Sri Lanka, not just in Sri Lanka. If you see, if you take the international grounds, everyone loves football. I thought I want to do this professionally, and when I was looking into it in the academy itself, I was introduced to Football Federation Sri Lanka, and I was announced that there is a course that you can do from the beginning itself, from grassroots to D license, C license, A license, and every other license that is capable of me coaching for even local and international football teams. If you are interested, if you are a player, and if you are looking forward to do something about this sport for the international or the local market, where students can learn football, where you would love to teach about football, this would be the perfect course. If you want to start somewhere, grassroots coaching sessions will be the first fundamental stuff where you can learn a lot of things that even most of mainstream players doesn't know. So if you love the game, play the game, or learn it and teach it.
Week 6 action of the Sri Lanka Football Super League 2026 kicks off here as the Defenders Football Club take on Ratnam Sports Club. It's the 26th match of the season and it's the first one in week number 6. A crucial battle between the two teams as both teams sit at the bottom of the table with not much to speak of. So an opportunity for both teams to pile up on some points and probably take away a positive result at the end of the 90 minutes. here at the Sugurdasa Stadium. As we take a look at the weather right now, few minutes ago it was absolutely bucketing down here in Colombo, but the weather has once again come out good as the sun is scraping out through the clouds, and hopefully the rains will stay away, as the players got plenty of rain during their warm-ups, but as the kickoff comes our way, hopefully the weather gods will be kind to us. This is how the league standings are at the end of week 5, and how it is ahead of week number 6 of the Super League 2026. Upcountry Lions 5 wins out of 5. They sit right at the top of the table with 15 points. But the two teams in action this evening, Defenders and Ratnam Sports Club, sit right at the bottom of the table. A bottom of the table clash between these two teams, as both teams are yet to register a win. But the Defenders have just 1 point as they edge over Ratnam in 9th position with just the one solitary draw they played against Colombo FC earlier in the season. Ratnam, 5 played, 5 losses. Things really haven't gone their way halfway through the season. They're yet to register a win, rather yet to register any point in the season as of now. Plenty to play for both these two teams. But before that, let's just take a look what happened in week number 5 of the Super League 2026. Colombo FC went on to beat Blue Eagles 1-0. And then Renan and Red Star had to settle for a goalless draw as both teams shared the points. Upcountry Lions continued their brilliant form as they went on to beat the Ratnam 5-1. And Seahawks as well beat the Defenders 2-0. And to wrap up week 5, Blue Star got back to winning ways as they beat New Youngs 5-0. Plenty of goals in week number 5, but plenty of one-sided affairs as well. So hopefully things will take a good turn in this week number 6 as more closely contested affairs are on offer. And as we take a look at week number 6, it all begins today here at the Sugurdasa Stadium, where Defenders will take on Ratnam. And then tomorrow the league leaders Upcountry Lions take on New Youngs FC. Blue Star will take on Colombo FC on Sunday the 23rd. And on Monday evening, the 24th of August, Red Star will take on Blue Eagles. And to wrap up week number 6, on the 25th of August, Tuesday evening, Seahawks will take on Renan FC. Well, it's been a tough season for both these two teams, who will be on show in a few moments' time. As the sun beats down here, we have the Ratnam coach Manjula Sirisena down there, who was in conversation with us earlier.
අපිත් එක්ක දැන් ඉන්නවා රත්නම් කණ්ඩායමේ පුහුණුකරු මංජුල සිරිසේන. කෝච් අලුත් අනතුරක් බාර ආරන් තිනවා රත්නම් කණ්ඩායමට. කොහොමද කණ්ඩායමේ තත්ත්වය සහ මේම තරඟයට සූදානම් එහෙම?
ඔව් මම දැන් මේ අලුතින් තමයි මේ තරඟාවලියේ මේ පළවෙනි තරඟයට එන්නේ. වෙනත් පුහුණුකරුවෙක් තමයි දැනට හිටියේ. පොඩි ඉල්ලීමක් අනුව මම ඒක තරඟමාලාව සහභාගී වෙන පුහුණුකරුව ප්‍රධාන පුහුණුකරුව හැටියට දැනට මම පුහුණුවීම් සැසි දෙකක් විතර ඒගොල්ලොත් එක්ක කෙරුවා. කණ්ඩායම හැටියට ඒගොල්ලොන් පුහුණුවීම් හොඳට කරනවා. ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ මෙන්ටැලිටි එක මම හැදුවා. දැන් අපි ගොඩක් තරඟ පෙරදුනා. ඒ වුණාට මම ඒගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වේ තරඟ වෙනස් වෙනවා දවස ගානේ. ඒ හින්දා අපි මෙන්ටැලිටි එක කොහොම හරි තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඉතුරු මැච් ටික හරි ජයග්‍රහණය කරගන්න. ඉතින් මේ ඉන්න ක්‍රීඩකයෝ ටික පුහුණුවීම් හොඳට කරනවා. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා මේ තරඟේ හොඳ තරඟයක් දීලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට පොඩි ටිකක් පොඩි අත්දැකීම් මම බෙදලා දෙන්නවා පුහුණු වීම් වලදී. ඒක හරියට කෙරුවොත් අද තරඟේ තරම් අමාරු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ඉතින් යුදමුදා කණ්ඩායමත් හොඳ කණ්ඩායමක්. අපි ඒ රෙස්පෙක්ට් ඒ කණ්ඩායමට දීලා අපි හොඳ තරඟයක් දුන්නොත් අපිට ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න පුළුවන් අනිවාර්යයෙන්.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි කෝච්. සුබ පතනවාද තරඟයට.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි. Well, not the easiest of jobs for coach Manjula Sirisena, as his side really haven't got things underway in the season. As we take a look at the fixtures and results for Ratnam, they've suffered 5 defeats and 5 heavy defeats, we could say, and just the 1 goal to speak of throughout the first 5 games they've had. So halfway through the season, really haven't been the best, and they've conceded a bulk of 22 goals. So really haven't been the season for Ratnam Sports Club, as they will hope that they'll turn things around come this week number 6 against Defenders Football Club. We have the head coach of Defenders Football Club, Coach Vaniga Surya, down there with us. So over to you.
Dilhara Sasanka අද ඩිෆෙන්ඩර්ස් කණ්ඩායමත් එක්ක ඉතා වැදගත් තරගයක්. කොහමද කණ්ඩායමේ සූදානම එහෙම?
මුලින්ම කියන්න ඕන අපි මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එකේ මැච් පහක් ලොස් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. අපිට වැදගත් වෙන්නේ දැන් මේ මැච් එකේ පොයින්ට්ස් 3 තමයි. ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා හොඳට ටීම් එක එකමුතුව මේ මැච් එකේ දිනන්න තමයි බලන්නේ.
Well, that was Sasanka Dilhara, the Ratnam skipper, who will lead Ratnam out together with his team. A team which really needs to get at least a point to get up and running in the season. But Defenders surely coming into this game as favourites, as they have 1 point to speak of throughout the campaign. Luckily, they had that 1 point in the opening week of the Super League 2026 against Colombo FC, but since then it has been downhill for Defenders Football Club. So both teams to prove something in this encounter, so plenty to play for, as both these two teams will really want to get things up and running, as we are halfway through the season, and it's been a tough one for both Defenders and Ratnam Sports Club. Important game for both these two teams. Pre-match handshakes between the two sides and the match officials. 10 to 15 minutes ago, it was absolutely bucketing down here in Colombo. Plenty of rain, but the weather has turned quite drastically here, as the clouds have gone away, and hopefully we'll have a clear game without any rain interruptions. That's the Ratnam squad ahead of this week 6 clash against Defenders Football Club. Important game for both these two teams to get their season up and running. Starting 11 for Ratnam. An important clash. Important points up for grabs for both teams. Both teams really haven't had the best seasons, as we are now halfway through this first round of the Super League. Plenty of time remaining in the season to change their fortunes, but surely an uphill task for both these two teams to try and make some headway. But this game can surely change some momentum come the next few games in the season. It will be very, very interesting to see how things go ahead in the next 90 minutes or so. Two captains and the match officials will go ahead with the toss. Skipper of Ratnam in white in the number 30 jumper Sasanka Dilhara, and for Defenders Football Club in the number 4 jumper Chaturanga Madhushan. As we take a look at the match officials for this evening, Lakmal Virakkodi, the main referee, Palita Hemathunga and Liana Gunawardana will assist him, as Asif Askar, the 4th official, for this bottom of the table clash of the Super League 2026. As we take a look at the Defenders Football Club starting lineup, Halim Ishaq in goal, Chaturanga Madhushan, the skipper, Abdin Fayaz, Arul Joseph, Shifan Khalil, Madhushan De Silva, Chatura Uday Kirti, Talal Shihab, Mohammad Ashik, Mohammad Adif, and Chaturanga Pereira will form the 11 for Defenders Football Club, coached by Coach Vaniga Surya. Opting to go with that 3-5-2 formation, Defenders Football Club. So it will be very interesting to see how things take control, because the midfield will surely play a big role against this Ratnam outfit. As we take a look at the Ratnam starting 11, Mohammad Hamdan, Tuar Umar, Francis Kaushalya Pereira will pair up in the back. As we take a look at the formation 4-3-3, so it will be very, very important for this team to try and continue their good work, continue some good work and get things underway. And the players and everyone present here at the Sugutasa Stadium will take 1 minute of silence for the passing of Sri Lanka singer, veteran singer, Miss Nanda Malini. Prayers and thoughts go out to the family of the departed Sri Lanka veteran singer Nanda Malini. We are now ready to get things underway in this week 6 clash between Defenders Football Club and Ratnam Sports Club. Two teams sitting right at the bottom of the table, battle it out in what promises to be an interesting one, because both teams are yet to get underway and get things up and running for the season. Defenders just looking to keep ball and shifting from defense into attack in quick time. And Ratnam managing to do some cleanup. But just for the time being, and early signs of attack from defenders. Good alert goalkeeping coming out was Mohammad Hamdan from Ratnam Sports Club, who's between the two sticks for the lads in white. He's done well to keep out the Defenders Football Club attack. Once again, Defenders looking to attack early doors in these first few exchanges between the two teams. Good early opportunity, good cross coming in, and good goalkeeping from Mevin Shan, rather in goal, not Mohammad Hamdan. That's my mistake. Tiventira Mevin Shan in goal for Ratnam Sports Club. He's done well. Probably just escape an early goal being conceded. Once again, not the best of communications from the Ratnam lads. Coach Vaniga Surya will be concerned and hoping that his team can get all 3 points here. They are the team, both teams rather, sitting at the bottom of the table, but Defenders have one solitary point to speak for. So it's just a matter of getting things underway in the winning column. Will be important for the lads in white to try and stamp the authority early on in the game. Ratnam coach Manjula Sirisena will be very concerned, will be very hopeful that his boys will probably try and get a win, rather get a point at least, and get their season up and running, because it's been a tough season for the lads in white. Plenty of flaws in defense just as we speak. Not the best of passes once again in their own red zone, as a line out, rather throw in favor of the defenders. Ratnam now good with that interception and opportunity, and he's chipped the goalkeeper, but he's missed. Ratnam knocking on the door early on, and good early opportunity gone down begging. There was Ratnam number 9, Hakim, on that occasion, just couldn't find the back of the net. But good early signs of attack from Ratnam. They managed to intercept that ball. And that's what I think Coach Manjula Sirisena will want throughout these 90 minutes. Try to catch defenders napping and look to mount on their mistakes. So Ratnam with a more clear-cut opportunity in this game, coming early in the 4th minute. Defenders now with a big opportunity. Good desperate defensive work coming in from Ratnam. Good alert defending from Francis. Clears his lines, the Ratnam keeper. Goes to the other end of the pitch. Calm collection from Halim Ishaq. In goal for defenders. Defenders take that throw quickly. Good ball in, but not being able to meet any of his teammates. Still not cleared. Intercepted from that throw-in. Defenders now looking to shift to probably a goal-scoring opportunity. Still nothing to speak of for defenders. Both teams still settling into the game. Ratnam though now down this left flank. Good pressure from the back line of the defenders' outfit, who are looking to shift into attack, but good stop coming in from Francis. A double challenge for him. There's a through ball being played a bit too heavy from captain Sasang Dilhara. But good early signs from Ratnam, a team who have been struggling throughout this campaign. They're showing some glimpses of hope in this game against defenders. That was the challenge. Not the best of challenges coming in from Yogesh Raj. Good through ball being played. Good ball to the middle. And finds one of the defenders attacking players. But good work in defense. Good desperate defensive work. And Ratnam, they have been quite shaky in the back, but managed to keep this defender's attack at bay. Let's take another look at that opportunity. Good work coming in, almost making a hash of it, but the luck in the favor of the lads in white. Ratnam Sports Club survive yet another attacking scare from the defenders. There's Tuan Umar down there in some discomfort. He's done some damage to his right leg. He'll be assessed by the Ratnam medical team. This was probably the incident. He went for that ball. I think he got some boot onto his shin area from the afters of that tackle. But nevertheless, this was a good opportunity, brilliant opportunity for the defenders to try and break the deadlock early on in this game. Let's take another look at a look of that tackle from another angle. Just stamping on his leg, not intentional, as he's being limped off the field. Good sportsmanship coming from Madhushan De Silva as well, helps off his opponent. As Ratnam will play with just the 10 men for the time being. And will coach Manjula Sirisena be forced to make a change early on in the game? And surely not called for as well. Skipper Dilhara. Francis with not the best of passes. And trouble in the back, but good alert keeping coming out. But very well done by Mithwin Shan in goal for Ratnam, and who's done some damage in the process as well. So the medical camps from both teams will be quite busy out there now. Mistake from Francis in the back. Not the best of passes, but Mithwin Shan coming to the rescue for Ratnam. And Francis straight away raising his hand up and accepting that it was his mistake that almost costed them conceding their first goal. Ratnam cannot afford to concede a first goal here. They've conceded 22 goals in the season. Mithwin Shan getting back on his feet. Good alert goalkeeping from him. He had to come out. He had to come out and be brave. Got that job done. Ratnam still playing with just the 10 men on the park. They haven't been very good with just the 10 men, so we'll be very cautious with how things will unfold for Ratnam as Dilhara, skipper, switches play to the right flank. Approaching the 15th minute mark, both teams are yet to break the deadlock. Clear cut opportunity coming the way of Ratnam Sports Club early on in the 4th minute, but both teams have had a fair share of opportunity to try and find the back of the net. Both teams have been lacking goals throughout the season. Defenders now looking to knock on the door, but bulk of white shirts in the back because Ratnam are playing one defender down. Because in the far side you can see on your screens Tuan Umar being assisted by the physio. And Ratnam will want to get back into their regular 11 players because it's been around 2 to 3 minutes. They're being playing with just the 10 men. But as we speak, Umar will be back on as the magic spray has helped him to get back fit as Dilhara plays a long ball, but into no man's land, we could say. Probably a hopeful long ball as it bundles into a goal kick. Possession surely has been a seesaw battle in these opening 17 minutes or so. Both teams have meaninglessly lost possession. A team who keeps possession will have more control of the game, and both teams really haven't been at their best, not only in this opening 17 and a half minutes, but I think throughout the season that's been the case. That's what is really not worked for both teams. Once again a shot on target, but good work coming in from Mevin Shah in goal for Ratnam Sports Club. An hopeful shot from Mohammad Adif from a very tough angle to try and find the back of the net. Free kick now. Plenty of white shirts in the back. And a header from almost at the edge of the box. But a regulation save for Mevin Shan in goal. Yes, he's been quite busy in his opening 19 minutes. He's been put into work. And how long can he keep this defender's attack at bay? Both teams really fighting for possession, but defenders have been the more threatening side to go on and break the deadlock. A shot from range, and that's a goal. That's a goal he will remember for a very, very long time. Fayaz, he breaks the deadlock as defenders draw first blood, and that was on the cards. Wave after wave in attack, and a shot from range. And there was no stopping that. And a brilliant goal to break the deadlock. And that was from the time it left his boot. It was moving up. A brilliant goal. And this angle will show a lot more about it. Giving absolutely no chance to Mevin Shan in goal. As the defenders, as expected, draw first blood and take the lead in the 21st minute.
Score by jersey number 7. Abdin Fayaz.
Abdin Fayaz, absolutely brilliant. And Ratnam, they've been in quite a familiar territory throughout this season. That's your goal scorer, Abdin Fayaz. And now Ratnam being in familiar territory. Down a goal. They'll need to get back into it. Sasanga Dilhara with the ball. But good work in the defense. As now the defenders have pulled one back, rather scored one. And will look to make this a 2-goal lead as we are halfway through this first half. Once again, Ratnam have been doing bulk of the defensive work. On to the 23rd minute, halfway through this first half. Defenders have the lead. It was really on the cards. They were making attacking threats after threats. And it was that man, Abdin Fayaz, who broke the deadlock. The brilliant goal. Now defenders once again puts that ball into that penalty area. It'll be a goal kick for Ratnam as they escape yet another scare in defence. Well, their defence have been in 6s and 7s. Really have been clueless in the back, Ratnam. Once again an opportunity to make it a 2-goal lead. Defenders really creating something out of nothing, and that's how good this defenders attack has been in this first half. I think it's been a below par performance from the Ratnam defense as well. They're continuing to look off colour. And this week, against a team just above you by just the 1 point, Ratnam really haven't helped the cause. Players take a breather. It's been a tough opening 25 minutes or so for Ratnam. The lads in yellow will be the more happier bunch. They go into that break with a slender lead. Abdin Fayaz being appreciated by his think tank. A timely break for both teams. A timely break for Ratnam to regroup, reset, because it's been a tough season for them, and it's continuing to be a tough season. Not much to speak of. Haven't been able to create opportunities as well. These are some chances Ratnam had. This was early on in the game, around the 4th minute. But since then, not much to speak of for the lads in white. So plenty of chatter around there. They need to change things around come the rest of the minutes in this first half, if they are to try and go into the break all even Stevens. These were some opportunities for defenders that went down begging. Plenty of opportunities came their way, but I think poor defensive effort in the back for Ratnam have been the cause for it as well. But it's been a decent first 25 minutes or so from the lads in yellow, and surely they'll be the more happier side, as we are almost time for to resume play back after that hydration break. But that goal from defenders, it was a brilliant goal. The man in that number 7 jersey, Abdin Fayaz, a rocket of a goal, absolutely giving no opportunity for Mevin Shan in goal. So Ratnam concedes in the 21st minute. Going with the right options, but just not being able to execute on that occasion. But nevertheless, that switch play has given defenders some position in the opposition red zone, but a good defensive tackle coming in to give the first corner of the game. And it's been 30 minutes. Between the two sides, it's the first corner, and it's coming the way of defenders. Skipper of Ratnam guarding that first post. Fires with corner kick duties for defenders. And a brilliant corner, and almost finding it right. Straight off the training books, we could say. But just couldn't keep it down and keep it on target. Once again, a good long ball being played, but defensively dealt well by Ratnam, while looking to shift from defense to attack, but once again intercepted in the middle of the park by the defenders. He's looking to break free once again. Good ball being played once again, but straight to Mevin Shan, who almost makes a hash of it, but collects it on his second attempt. Shot on target, nevertheless, from Yugesh Raj. Rather, Mohammad Adif from Defenders Football Club. Still with an opportunity, Ratnam down that right flank, but offside is the call. Long ball being played once again. Fires has plenty of opportunity in the middle, but decides to pick one of the Ratnam defenders. Ratnam just haven't cleared things away. As fires once again. Once again punched off from Mevin Shan. As defenders still with possession. Once again, the medic's being called upon to assess Tuan Umar, who's gone down for the second time in this game. And this time he's in some trouble, and looks like skipper Sasanka Dilhar just sending out a message to the bench that it's probably time to make a change, a forced change for Ratnam and coach Manjula Sirisena. Probably he's really not okay. He's limped off the field once again. Surely in some discomfort we can see, as Ratnam will play a few minutes with just the 10 men. They'll hope that they'll not concede out of it, as we are into the final 10 minutes of this first half, with added time to follow. Offside call for defenders, the first one in the game. 4 defenders. Switchers play, and that man down, man deficit is really showing in the back for defenders. But Mevin Shan manages to keep that attack at bay, and a good clear-cut opportunity gone down begging. And Ratnam will have to make a change sooner or later, because quite tough for them to play with just the 10 men, and especially with just the 3 at the back. Looks like that change coming in, as Ratnam are forced to make a change. The first one in the game, Tuan Umar makes way, as Divyam takes his position in that right back. So will be important to settle in, because it's been a tough tussle between the two teams, especially having a difficult day out there, the Ratnam defense. Been a busy day for the medic from Ratnam as well. He's called upon on plenty of occasions in this first half. Just not getting it right, Ratnam. Attacking play. Haven't been able to catch a break. Haven't been able to find the target. We are approaching the 40th minute. And it's really been poor from this Ratnam outfit. Ball being played and it's a rat race. But the Ratnam defender getting to it first, Kaushalya Pereira. Brilliantly done. Negotiates that well. But not the best of passes. Straight to Fayaz, who was in path, and he plays that through ball. And plenty of yellow shirts in the middle, but he opts to go on his own. And a good chance gone down begging for defenders who had a golden opportunity to make this a 2-goal lead. But he opted to go on his own. He cuts back in with a couple of players onto his right. Mohammad Adif opted to go on his own. He had Khalil and Arul Joseph on his right, but he thought otherwise. As once again the medic from Ratnam being called upon to work. Francis with the clearance, not being able to find a teammate. I think that's been the cause. They'll have to build from the back. They'll have to play some brave football, keeping the ball with them. That really hasn't been the case in this first half for Ratnam. Offside is the call. Mohammad Adif, the culprit. So take a look at yet another replay of that incident, of the offside incident. Clear offside, easy for referee Eliyana Gunawardana. Good defensive tackle coming in from Chaturanga Pereira. A little more than 2 minutes left without added time in this first half. Good long ball being played, opts to give it out. But dealt well by the Ratnam defense. At the midfield, just losing possession. playing a more defensive high line. Ratnam have caught defenders offside on a couple of occasions in the last few minutes. Probably trying to change some tactics. This is 3 minutes of added time in this first half. Just the goal in it. A shot from range, quite a hopeful one for Ratnam.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
Once again, good work from defenders who have really been organized in the back. Really haven't let Ratnam have any clear-cut opportunity. They had one quite early on, but since then, nothing to offer for Ratnam in attack. Once again now one-on-one opportunity, but a challenge from behind. This was the challenge. Nothing much in it. Not much of shouts coming in for a penalty challenge as well. Once again, this is the opportunity, a good opportunity to try and get another goal in for defenders heading into the break. But Ratnam escape yet another scare in the back. Back on to play the remainder of this first half. Not much to speak of. Looking to switch play, looking to probably find an opportunity heading into the break. Ratnam really haven't been their best. They would have had some hope coming into this game, playing with the team just above them who are yet to register a win. But defenders now with a probable opportunity to go on and get their first winning points in the season. Once again now Ratnam. Not much of options in attack. Playing a more defensive game. They wouldn't want to concede another one heading into the break, because they could find themselves with a chance still in it. A one goal lead is never enough. So both teams will be eager to come on and put on a good show, but last few moments we could say of this first half, a good tackle coming in. Brilliant tackle from Mohammad Ashik. As the referee has a glance at his watch. It will be the last play. Skipper Dilhara puts that ball in, and a header. Just too much in the rising. A shot, and that's the goal. That's the goal Ratnam needed heading into the break. And it's come right at the brink of half time. As Ratnam are back on level terms through a brilliant shot from Jesu Yashan rather, and that's just like that, Ratnam back in it. And a brilliant ball from skipper Dilhara, Sasanga Dilhara, and a shot which just caught off guard for the defenders' backline, and a brilliant goal. And 2 goals to speak of for both teams in this first half, and both 2 goals have been just brilliant as both teams head to the sheds. Ratnam, they get on level terms just at the right time, and just what they would have wanted heading into the break. All even Stevens here at half time, and just what they would have wanted, as Ratnam will be heading back in with the more happier mindset.
Ladies and gentlemen, the score at the half-time is Defenders Football Cup 1, Ratnam Sports Club
1 goal apiece at the end of the first 45. And we'll begin the second half the way we started at the first half. All even Stevens here in this first game of the Week 6 clash of the Super League 2026. That's your halftime score confirmation. 1 goal apiece between the two sides. And as things stand, Ratnam could be going away with their first points in the season. There's a massive second half coming up for both teams. And before heading into the break, we'll be just having a look at the first half highlights. Defenders with the more threatening side to go on and break the deadlock. Opportunities came by for Ratnam quite early on in the game, but since then it much didn't come their way, as Ratnam were doing the bulk of the defensive work, as they were really tested in the back, just like the previous games in the campaign. But it's been a first half that the defenders wouldn't have expected to go in as 1-1. But this was the goal that broke the deadlock. Amdin Fayaz in that number 7 jersey for defenders with an absolute screamer to give defenders the lead in the 21st minute. They kept on knocking on the door. Got some good opportunities, but just couldn't capitalize on it. And that will be the more talking point for defenders in that half-time break. They had some good clear-cut opportunities, but just couldn't grab onto them. And that's made Ratnam come back into this game to make it all even Stevens. Opportunities that really will be the talking point for defenders. Plenty of opportunities, but just couldn't capitalize on them. And this was the goal at the brink of half time for Ratnam. A brilliant 2 goals to end the first half, as defenders and Ratnam have a job in their hands come that second half. It's 1-1 here, as a thrilling second half on the cards on the other side. Stay tuned.
පාපන්දුව අපිට විශේෂයි. 2020 වෙනකොට අපි හිටියේ පාපන්දු ලෝක ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම වල 206 වෙනි ස්ථානයේ. අපි දැන් 187 වෙනි ස්ථානය දක්වා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සරසරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
රටවල් 20ක් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ ඇතුළත අභිබවලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ පාපන්දු ශේෂ්ත්‍රය අපිට විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක්. තව මෙතනත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ආසියාවේ හොඳම කණ්ඩායම් බවට පත් වෙන්න අපි උත්සාහ දරමින් ඉන්නවා.
අපි දිනමු ජය ගමන පෙරට අපි දිනමු.
ක්‍රීඩකයන් අතර පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාව ජනප්‍රිය කරන්න අපි විශාල උත්සාහයක් ගනිමින් ඉන්නවා.
රටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්.
අපිට මේ අවුරුද්දේ අපි උත්සාහ ගන්නේ ඊළඟට අපිට එන දකුණු ආසියානු පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ කුසලානය දිනා ගන්න අපි තරඟ කරන්න තමයි අපි සැලසුම් කරන්නේ. අවුරුදු 31කට පස්සේ අපි මේ උත්සාහය ගන්න. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 31කින් කුසලානය ජයග්‍රහණය කළා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩසටහන් ගණනාවක් හදලා තියෙනවා.
දිනමු හැම බන්දු පාපන්දු දිනමු 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 නැත බේද නැත වාද රට දිනන තැනට හැමදේම
finds a pass. Here's an opportunity. What a shot! And Leon Barrera racks the net run for the home side in what was an absolutely beautiful move for Sri Lanka. Sam Durant down his left flank, running into space, squares it, and what an assist! Oh, what a play!
Went through the first 40. Silva making a break in the corner, drives it in the middle,
And that's the first goal. It's Raja Mohan.
The 2-goal cushion will really put Chinese Taipei out of this tie.
And once again now, De Silva, as we mentioned about that 2-goal cushion. Here's Swazik driving that in. That's the third goal for Sri Lanka. From range, and that's been the kind of day, but Kellogg makes no mistake to give for Sri Lanka.
the shot, and that's the first goal.
You are our family and we are your family. This family together, we need to take this game forward that the country went through in 2022 in terms of economy, in terms of business, education, Aragalaya. Then again, we went through a suspension period. So lots of hardship. But one thing we had in common was we were together. Whatever the differences we had in the past or in football, when it come to football, when it come to federation, when it come to governance, we all of us were united together. We fought against the suspension. We fought against the interference. We fought against political involvements, but all 67 we were together. This unity is something that makes us different from all other sports. We have 78 sports, I think, in the country registered, but we are so much of different. We are different from other sports because when it comes to important matters, national matters, government matters, we are together. This is the only way our game, our country's football can go forward. Sometimes we'll have differences, sometimes we'll have opinions, sometimes we'll have elections. It doesn't matter. We can have our own opinion. You can choose whoever you want. That's different. But when we are together, if you want to protect our game, if you want to take our game, we are one family.
We're back live here for the second half of this game between Defenders and Ratnam. If you have just tuned in, it's a Super League Week 6 opening clash as both teams went into the break 1 goal apiece. Defenders broke the deadlock in the 21st minute through Abdin Fayaz, but at the brink of half time it was Jayu Ashan who brought things back to level. There's an all-important second half coming up here. As both teams sitting bottom of the table will want to get up and running in this game. Just a point to speak of for defenders throughout this campaign, but Ratnam yet to get off the points columns as well, as they have suffered 5 defeats in 5 games. They'll at least want to get a point here. Early corner coming the way of Ratnam. First one for them in the game. It's taken 46 minutes to get their first corner. Ratnam surely having a lot of confidence coming into this second half. They scored right at the death of that first half, which really and surely gave them a good boost heading into the break and coming into this second half. Just what they would have wanted. Attacking threats coming in from Ratnam. It's been all Ratnam in these early exchanges of the second half. Skipper Dilhar has been all over the park for Ratnam throughout this game. Look to continue the good work. Now defenders, after bossing the majority part of that first half, just conceding that goal right at the death hasn't helped the lads in yellow rather. So they have to do it all over again. They had plenty of opportunities come their way in that first half, just couldn't convert them. So it will be important to convert their opportunities if they are to get all 3 points for the first time in the season. Both teams are looking for their first 3 points in the season. Madhushan De Silva with a cross, but a tad bit heavy on that occasion. Get another wayward cross into the box, straight into the hands of Mevin Shan, who's been put into attack, who's been brought on to play on plenty of occasions, especially in that first half. Got a regulation collection for him in goal. Madhushan De Silva now. Good pace on him. He enters that penalty area, puts that ball in, but negotiated well by Francis at the back for Ratnam, as they concede a corner. First corner for the defenders in the second half. Plenty of white shirts in the back. They're working hard to gain a point in this game, Ratnam. That's good to see. It's been a tough season for them. Corner kick taken. The most useful corner kicks, but nevertheless now Ratnam looking to shift from defense into attack. Sasanka Dilhar. Nothing much to play with for Renan here, especially in the front. Need to be more clinical. Sun beating down. The weather has held up beautifully here. Just before kickoff, it was absolutely bucketing down. But as we speak, an opportunity. But Mevin Shan comes across and saves that one. And once again puts Ratnam into a safe position. He's been one of Ratnam's best players throughout the game. And Madhushan De Silva making an absolute hash of that opportunity. And Mevin Shan doing well to come across to save that one and put it for a corner. Corner taken well, still position inside the box, but plenty of yellow appeals for a handball. But a shot from range that just goes in vain for defenders. Madhushan De Silva. He's been played on a good ball. He plays it on, and that's a goal. And that's a goal where the defenders will take back the lead they had. A brilliantly worked goal. Brilliant work from Madhushan De Silva. And to add on to it, Shifan Khalil makes no mistake to give them back the lead in the 55th minute. Brilliant work, Madhushan De Silva. Unselfish work from that. And a good header, good strong header being laid on to Madhushan De Silva as he assists Khalil to give defenders back the lead in the game. And trailing at the 55th minute are Ratnam once again. Ratnam will have to do it once again. They'll have to come from behind. And winning from this position will be tough for the lads in white. A shot from range, but not much in it. Regulation save. Once again now defenders place that ball, and that's yet another goal in quick time in a span of just 2 minutes. Defenders managed to get a 2-goal cushion, and this time through their number 20 Mohammad Adif. He had opportunities come his way in the first half, but just couldn't mount on them.
Goal for defenders.
As the defenders have a 2-goal cushion for the first time in the game. And it's turning out to be quite easy now for the Defenders Football Club. This time the assist from Khalil, who got his name in the score sheet 2 minutes ago. This time helps it on for Mohammad Adif, who gets his name on the score sheet. In a span of 2 minutes, defenders managed to get a 2-goal cushion. And out of nowhere, defenders are 3-1 up. Approaching the hour mark now. Ratnam have their work cut out. Lapses in defense from Ratnam really haven't helped the cause. The Mount worries for Ratnam really haven't been at their best. Disappointing affair. They'll eye yet another defeat here. Just not what they would have wanted coming into this game. Playing a team at the bottom of the table, would have hoped that they'll go on and get a win, but just not meant to be probably for Ratnam this season. It's been a tough one. It's been a very, very tough season, and things just getting bad to us for the lads in white. A 2-goal cushion can be quite a mountain to climb for Ratnam Sports Club. Ratnam will have to pull a rabbit out of the hat to turn things around. Skipper Dilhara, he's been all over the park, but a good performance might just go in vain, as once again looking to break in attack. Goalkeeper doesn't come out, as Madhushanti Silva in the middle, but this time not being able to find the back of the net defenders. Let's take another look of that opportunity for defenders who have really come out in some quick fashion to shift from defense into attack in quick time. But it's been a tough day for Ratnam once again in the season. And as things stand, they'll be eyeing their 6th defeat in 6 games in the campaign. A better performance might just go in vain for Ratnam Sports Club. couple of changes for Ratnam. Number 14 and the number 12 coming on. Nikesh and Sharik. And making way number 11 Mohammad Asmat. And Abe Sekar. Probably some changes that can bring some spark into this Ratnam outfit. Really have been off colour since the start of the second half. They were knocking on the door, but just not clinical enough. Taken quickly, throw in, puts that ball in. The goal scorer for Ratnam as the replacement been put into work quite early on, but that rebound opportunity goes in vain, and hands on the head on that occasion from Yogesh Raj. They've done better to try and find the back of the net, but just not it for Ratnam. Switches play, fires the goal scorer, finds Madhushan De Silva, who just couldn't control that ball and keep it in play as it battles into a goal kick taken quickly. Once again showing urgency, Ratnam, a 2-goal deficit. They might feel that they have quite a mountain to climb. Fires was really control this midfield quite well. Will continue to do so on an offside call. Once again, Ratnam just can't get things right in their final third. Good to see some urgency from Ratnam, but really not enough, probably. Not enough to get past this defensive unit of Defenders Football Club. Quite a risky challenge coming in. The referee has been quite patient. It's not brought out the yellow cards. It's been a good game, good disciplined game from both these two teams. Even though they're sitting at the bottom of the table, they've played with a lot of respect to the officials. Free kick now in favor of Defenders. Put this ball, whip this ball in, but bit too heavy. Beats everyone on that occasion. Chamira Mendes. Not the best of free kick works, but nevertheless, Defenders have a 2-goal cushion. They have options to work with. patience being shown by defenders. They know they have this game in the bag. It's a matter of just seeing it off. Good work, good neat work. First time ball towards Madhushan De Silva, who's been brilliant in this right flank. But another shot. But plenty of white shirts in the way, as Mendes puts that astray. Once again a good opportunity. Puts that one away. Fires once again, dribbling his way through. It's been brilliant for defenders in this game. One of those standout performers. Ratnam now really searching for some spark. Try and pull things back. A goal here can put some pressure on defenders heading into the final 20 minutes. Once again a shot straight at Mevinshan, who put that ball straight to that midfield as he makes a shot from range. Quite risky work in the back from defenders. No harm done though. Good work, good running from Madhushan De Silva to keep that ball alive. There's a ball being played, a header, and that's the fourth goal. And brilliant work, second for Shifan Khalil. As defenders now with around 18 minutes left, they're putting this game into bed.
Goal for defenders. Scored by jersey number 12, Shifan Khalil.
Brilliant work, a brilliant header, pinpoint header, absolutely giving no chance to Mevin Shan in goal. A brilliant cross coming in from Chamira Mendes as well. And making no mistake was Shifan Khalil with the header. A strong one to get his brace and get defenders' fourth goal in, and putting this game into bed. Brilliant work from the player on your screens. He's got a brace in, and now Ratnam are surely out of this tie now. 4-1, as they are yet another heavy defeat. It's been 6 tough games in the campaign for Ratnam Sports Club. We've been enriched with 4 goals from defenders. The first one from Shifan, Abdin Fayaz in the 21st minute. That was quite a screamer. And then it was Mohammed, it was Shifan Khalil who got that second goal in that 55th minute. Brilliant, assisted by Madhushan De Silva. And then a couple of minutes later, Mohammed Adif making no mistake to give the defenders a 2-goal cushion. In the span of 2 minutes, they managed to get 2 goals, and then this was the most recent one in the 71st minute, where Khalil rises up well to head his team home and putting this tie into bed.
Replaced by jersey number 16, Binojit Abesekar. Jersey number 9, Albert Shauki Hakim is replaced by.
Couple of changes for Ratnam, shifting things around.
Jersey number 16, Binojit Abesekar.
And 15 minutes left of regular time. How much damage can defenders do to the scoreline? Madhushan De Silva once again. He's been all over this right flank for defenders. Corner taken quickly. Another corner to follow, rather throw in to follow for defenders. Prior to this game, Ratnam had conceded 22 goals. Add another 4 to it, make it 26 goals in just 6 games. It's averaging 4 goals per game in the campaign, and just not what you want for. And surely the season heading bad towards for Ratnam, as their poor run in the campaign continues, going into week number 7 as well. They had a glimpse of hope after an equalizer right at the death of the first half through Jesu Yashan in the 45th minute, but nothing much to speak of since the commencement of the second half. It's been tough going for Ratnam, and yet another match they'll put it behind. It's been a tough campaign for them. Tough fixtures lined up ahead of them as well, so it's just going to get tougher by the week for Ratnam, as they sit right at the bottom of the table with no points to speak of, and that will be a big concern for the lads in white, and just not good enough. And that sums up the campaign. Not only today, but it sums up the campaign for Ratnam. Just goes over. Once again, a shot from range. That's beaten everyone. Ratnam now once again trying to at least get a consolation goal in. Got a very, very late goal to equalize proceedings in that first half. Madhushan De Silva now once again placed that ball nicely, but just not enough to keep that ball alive. Good switch play, Madhushan De Silva. He's been busy down that right flank. Defenders bring on some fresh legs to see off the final 10 minutes. We have on offer. Arvind Raj comes on as one of the goal scorers for defenders. Mohammad Adif makes way. He made his presence felt and put his name on the score sheet in the 57th minute. What a good days of work for him. And a free kick. Not much in it for defenders, but fighting for possession. Chamira Mendes Gives it out to Fayaz. Fayaz brings back play all the way to the back. This is good from defenders, keeping possession. They're looking to pile up on the goals more. Madhushan De Silva now down this right flank. Mendes puts it to the middle. Nothing there for them, but a shot from range. That all that attacking work goes in the vain. Mendes, nice footwork, managing to keep that ball in possession. Defenders haven't made much of changes, though they're winning quite comfortably. Seen a couple of changes only in this 83 minutes of play. With a disappointing bench, a disappointing dugout. Ratnam. Mendes now gives it out to Madhushan De Silva. De Silva with his left foot deserves a goal, deserves to include himself in the score sheet. Madhushan De Silva has done a lot of hard work and a good through ball being played now. Ratnam, they have shifted in quick time into attack, but look how well the defenders of Defenders Football Club have dropped back. Brilliant football being played by defenders. They've been so clinical and so disciplined in attack. Once again, the replacement coming into the act. A shot from range, but straight at the Ratnam goalkeeper, who makes no mistake. He's seen 4 goals pass him. Will not want to concede more. Ratnam have conceded 26 goals throughout the campaign as of now. So it's been a big question mark in the back for Ratnam. Keeper Sasanka Dilhara with around 4 minutes left of the initial 90 minutes. Defenders can safely say that they have their first 3 points of the campaign as they hand over Ratnam their 6th consecutive defeat in 6 games. It's surely been a tough campaign for the lads in white, and it's continuing to be a tough one as Madhushan De Silva scans his options, puts that ball in. Replacement comes into the act. This has been brilliant from defenders. They have shown a lot of character in this game. Still fighting hard to add another goal into this 4 goals. They have been quite disciplined into the back as well. But just as we speak, just a slight miscontrol, but nevertheless Ratnam now searching for a consolation goal to take some positives off this game. Things really took a turn when they scored in that first half. But they just continue to knock on the door. Just cannot find the back of the net to Francis. Number 20, and he's hit it over. Looks like the defender's goalkeeper, Ishak, got some fingertips onto that one to put that away. So it will be a corner for Ratnam. With around 90 seconds left on our clock to the 90. And defenders making a change to see the game off. Well played, Madhushan De Silva will head back in as Aflal will see things off in the final stages of this game. Madhushan De Silva has been brilliant for the defenders. Even though we will not see his name in the score sheet, he was in the pick of things for the defenders' outfit in attack and was brilliant. Two-goal scorer. A brace for him, the number 12. Khalil will be one of the contenders for that Player of the Match award as well. That will be a free kick. Not the best of challenges. And a free kick in well kicking distance to go on and get their 5th goal. Not the best of challenges coming in this late in the game. Unnecessary challenge. Plenty of yellow shirts over that free kick as a 4 minutes of added time to conclude this game. Skipper takes that free kick straight at the ball. Chaturanga Madhushan just couldn't get that ball over that wall. But nevertheless, good work from Mendes to win that ball back as he wins the free kick as well in the process. This is that missed opportunity from that free kick. Hits the woodwork. But the replacement had an open goal to net that in, but just came at too much of pace, and I don't think he expected that to come as well. But this time, defenders' first goal scorer, Abdin Fayaz, will put this ball into that penalty area, but straight at the keeper. Ratnam surely want to get out of this misery soon. It's been a disastrous season. Will continue to be a tough one in the games to follow. One thing they can do is take the positives from this game and the rest of the 4 games in this first round. Take it how it comes and try and get a positive result, because nothing has gone their way in the season. Suffered heavy defeat after heavy defeat. Things surely haven't been heading the right way for Ratnam. Fayaz plays that ball through. A chance for a hat-trick for Khalil, but he's made a mess of that one. And as things stand, he'll have to settle for his brace. Last few stages of this opening game of the week 6 between the 2 bottom of the table teams, and that's it here. Defenders take the win, and their first win in the campaign, and a game they came out firing because they needed all 3 points, and Defenders will go back the more happier side as they get their first win in the campaign, and a much needed one for Coach Vanika Surya and his boys. A clinical performance to put to rather hand over Ratnam's 6th defeat in the campaign out of 6 games, as the Defenders come out on top this time around, and a big win, 4-1. A clinical performance from the lads in yellow. As the sun sets here in Colombo, the opening game, Friday evening game, comes to a close for the first game of the week 6 clash. 4-1 victory. A massive win for Defenders to get their season up and running as they get their first win in the campaign. They had only 1 point heading into this 6th game. A point they earned in the very first game of the campaign against Colombo FC. And they come good against Ratnam, the team who will continue to remain at the bottom of the table. Been a tough season for both these 2 teams, but a moment where the Defenders will hope that their season will turn around after this big win against the Ratnam Sports Club. And Ratnam just couldn't catch a break here. They had a hope going into that second half, but it was a perfect performance in the second 45 minutes from Defenders Football Club, as they managed to beat Ratnam 4-1 after a clinical second half performance. And throughout the 90 minutes, they were the better side. They just conceded at the brink of half time to give Ratnam some hope in the game. As we take a look at some highlights from that second half, well, it's safe to say that it was all Defenders with how things went around. Ratnam goalkeeper Mevin Shan tried his best to keep his game in the side, but just was not enough. Khalil managed to get that goal in the 55th minute to put them back in the lead, and then 2 minutes later he assisted Mohammad Adif to give them a 2-goal cushion heading into the hour mark. But since then, not much of opportunities came the way of Ratnam, and then this was the second goal for Khalil, who heads his way through to surely put Ratnam out of the tie. Madhushan De Silva was just brilliant down that right flank. Chances didn't come so easily for Ratnam. These were some good opportunities for the defenders as well to add more goals, but a 4 goals to 1 win is more than enough to get the 3 points and get their first 3 points of the season. A pleasant evening out here. It was pouring down prior to kickoff, but this is how things stand at the end of week 6, game number 1. Defenders climb up to the 8th position as they take all 3 points, as New Youngs drop to 9th position. Ratnam will remain at the bottom of the table with 6 losses under their name after playing 6 games and conceding a total of 26 goals. So not much to speak of in the bottom of the table, but surely some interesting clashes coming up with the top half of the table in action in the days to come in this week number 6 of the Super League 2026. Defenders getting their first win, their first 3 points in the campaign. They climb up to 8th position, just a point away from Red Star, but Red Star have played a game less. So surely in contention now. The defenders will have some hope to try and finish in the top 6 if they get some results coming their way. So an interesting final 4 weeks coming up in the Super League 2026. But at the top of the table, Upcountry Lions sitting pretty at top with 15 points, 5 wins out of 5. They'll be in action in the days to come. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how things pan out in this week number 6 of the Super League 2026. As things stand, Upcountry Lions sit at the top of the table, and at the bottom of the table, Ratnam with 6 losses out of 6 games, as they're stuck on 0 points. Nothing to speak of for Ratnam Sports Club. Well, we have the post-match interview down there. Over to you guys.
Here with me, today's player of the match, Abdin Fayaz from Defenders Football Club. Fayaz, இன்றைய போட்டியை அணிக்கு முதலாவது வெற்றியை பெற்றுக் கொடுத்திருக்கின்றீர்கள். போட்டியில் முதலாவது கோலையும் அணிக்காக பெற்றுக் கொடுத்தீர்கள். இன்றைய வெற்றி மற்றும் உங்களது பங்களிப்பு குறித்து என்ன நினைக்கின்றீர்கள்?
எல்லா புகழும் இறைவனுக்கு. நாங்கள் நல்லா கஷ்டப்பட்டோம் விளையாட்டில். எங்களுக்கு கோச்சேரி மழை வெயில் பார்க்காம நாங்கள் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணி இந்த மெச்சு நாங்கள் எப்படி வெத்தோன்னு சொல்லி நாங்கள் வந்தோம். நாங்கள் இந்த மெச்சு வந்து பெரிய சந்தோஷம். இறைவனுக்கு நான் நன்றி சொல்கிறேன்.
நன்றி. அடுத்து வரும் போட்டிகளுக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம்.
தேங்க்யூ.
Well, he really stood out for defenders in attack and in defense. He was brilliant the player of the match in today's game between defenders and Ratnam, Abdeen Fayaz. And this is how things stand in week 6. The first game done and dusted. Defenders go on to win 4-1. And tomorrow the action moves on to the group leaders. Upcountry Lions take on New Youngs FC, who sit at the bottom of the table with 9 points. So will be quite a tough game for New Youngs, as Upcountry will look to get their 6th win on the road as they take on New Youngs tomorrow evening. And then later on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, the action will continue here for week 6 of the Super League 2026. Blue Star take on Colombo FC, Red Star will take on Blue Eagles, and Seahawks will take on Renown FC to wrap up week number 6 of the Super League 2026. Well, a pleasant Friday evening out here in Colombo, with more games to follow in the week. It's goodbye from all of us for now from the Sugadasa Stadium.